Today I have really exciting news for you regarding Princess merchandising, what they are selling on the ships. I've also got an update for you. I want to tell you about our dinner last night on the Island Princess. The strike is over. We do need to talk a lot more about the blue lane and green lane as far as it applies with the Princess Medallion. That change that is coming up in just a couple of weeks now. And I'm also going to tell you about our day here in Alesund, Norway. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Alesund with Let's Go Travel Tips. First of all, I would like to invite you to please subscribe to our channel. We need to have you here with us. We'd love to have you, and I think you're going to love being a part of our amazing community here. So hit that subscribe button. If you hit that little bell next to it, it will send you a notification every time we go live and every time we post a video so that you don't miss out on anything you need to know about. Then we'd also appreciate it if you appreciate these updates. If you will please give this video a thumbs up. Believe it or not, that actually really helps us. When we get more thumbs up, then YouTube will offer our video to more people. So we would really appreciate that as well. So thank you so much. Now let's start off talking really quickly about that strike that has been going on up in Canada involving the dock workers. And truly the port there in Vancouver is really the port that impacted cruise lines the most. We had several cruise ships that would leave late regularly from that port since that strike started, and I want to make sure that everyone knows that that strike is over. On our live just now, Carrie, who lives in Vancouver, let us know that this workers voting on that is just a formality, and for the last couple of days the cruise ships have left on time. So that is wonderful news. I am really excited. So if you're going on a cruise out of Vancouver, you can check any delays to do with that strike off of your list of worries. Okay, and as well as coming in, I think things will go much smoother for people who are coming back in and trying to disembark and get their luggage in a timely manner. I will tell you though, if you are ever in a hurry and your flight is like close enough that you're worried about it a little bit, just do the self-assisted walk-off, I think is what they call it. You just take your own luggage. Instead of putting it out in the hall the night before, you just bring it with you, and then you can get off the ship as soon as they start letting people off the ship. Then you can get right out there, get your car service that you've ordered or a taxi or an Uber, and you're on your way to the airport. That is really the best way to do it if you're in a hurry. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about, let's talk about the Medallion and that blue lane, green lane thing a little bit more. So yesterday, I let you know that on August 1st, Princess is making the change that if you do not have the Medallion shipped to your home, that even if you do everything else in the app to become green laned, you are going to stay blue laned, so that when you get to the port, you're not going to be able to get in the green lane, which goes super fast. You're going to have to be in that blue lane to pick up your Medallion. The thing that I'm not crazy about is that there are people in that blue lane, and there's nothing wrong with being in the blue lane. It's not a punishment. There's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't not look good if you're there, anything like that. It just takes a little bit longer. And so you will have people in that lane that their app had a glitch and things weren't working right for them to upload all of their information, to people that didn't want to bother doing that, clear to people that have everything done except for they need to get their Medallion. And so it is going to take longer to get on the ship doing that. I am hopeful. I think it would be really nice if they would make a separate lane and have that just for the people in the blue lane area that just need to pick up their Medallion. Now, when we think of the reasons that you would not have the Medallion, if you have that Premier Plus package, the shipping is included. And if you don't have one of those, you have to pay $10 per cabin. So in the United States, you can decide if you want to do that or not. But if you live outside of the United States, having your Medallion shipped to your home before your cruise is not an option. And that is what I think is really hard about this. So when they were doing the webinar that I listened to online here for travel agents, they said that they feel like that shipping the Medallion outside of the United States is getting close enough they can taste it. They have talked about shipping and working on shipping the Medallion outside of the United States for a long time now. I remember it for a really long time. They have said they're working on that and getting close. So truly, I don't know if they're hoping to have that, you know, within the next month, or if it's going to be a lot longer. I sure will keep my eye out for that news. And if any of you who live outside of the United States are notified that you now have that option, let us know as well, because I feel really bad that you don't even have the option to pay the $10 and get it shipped to you. You just can't even have it shipped. So the other thing that I want to talk about with this is also, I think this is going to look really different as it rolls out in different ports. And I think we're going to all have to come together and let each other know how it goes. So when you board a ship after August 1st, let me know what it looks like in the port you're in, because I really do think it's going to look different, maybe vary at least some between like embarking on a cruise from like a Florida port to New York to Los Angeles, Seattle, up in Vancouver, your ports in Europe, South America, all over the world. I can see that there are going to be some differences. So let us know what you expect so that we all know, and I will get the word out. Send me an email, put it in the comments, whatever works best for you. But I really appreciate that. Just like I really appreciate if you're on a cruise right now or have recently been, send me an update. Let me know how things are going, because it helps everyone else who is going to go on a cruise to that region or on that ship soon really know what to expect. So we'll all come together on that so we can know how this is going to look, how it's going to work. Our next cruise, I do live in the United States clearly. My next cruise is out of New York and it's in September. So I won't order my Medallion, and I will let you know how it goes, just what that check-in process looks like. Along with that, I know that we've got a lot of people, and I share your worry about, is that elite line going to go away? What's it going to look like when you get there to check in and you've got your elite lane and you've got your lane for everyone else? Are we going to have a blue lane for elite people who just need to pick up their Medallion? I don't know what they're going to do. I really hope that they don't do away with that elite line, and that they take good care of the elite passengers who just need to pick up their Medallion. It's a really big deal when you give someone a perk and then you take it away. So I'm anxious to see how that works as well. So I'm going to let you know. Tell me what else is on your mind with that. Let me know what else you're worried about. Let us know what else you're thinking about, and any other information that you receive about it. That is really what Princess has released on it right now. Along with that, they are going to make an update to the app and make your, as I mentioned yesterday, your little page that will come up with your QR code is going to have additional information on it, like your name. Well, it had the name before, but like the name of the ship, the level of the ship that your cabin's on, all of these kind of things. So that's just going to be a change to me. That's just really very inconsequential. I've never had anyone care if I even had a QR code when I have boarded a Princess cruise. So maybe they're going to start doing something with that as well. So let us know too, and I will let you know, like I said, when I go in September. And so it'll be fun, because in September I'm going out of the US, and then at the beginning of October we are going out of Southampton. So we'll just see how all of that goes. All right. And be thinking if you have any questions that you want us to be telling you from our cruise here in Norway. Now, before I go any further though, this is really exciting to me. We have talked on our lives a lot about how Princess made a change. You know, it used to be when you would go on a Princess cruise, you would go to their gift shop and you could choose, like they'd have shirts with Princess on it, and like polo shirts and t-shirts and jackets and mugs and magnets and just all these kind of things, and a variety, like sweatshirts, all of these different things. Well, I was so excited because last night I went down just to the gift shop to see what they had. And so let me show you. I know I went a little bit overboard, but I was just so excited. So let me show you. And they do have some things that I didn't buy, but this is just kind of fun. How cute is this? This is just like a nice soft, it's like a lightweight sweatshirt fabric, but look at her. Isn't the sea witch beautiful? And so I got me one of these, and they also have it in a dark blue color. I haven't decided if I'm going to get it yet, so I'll wear this in a video while I'm on the ship. But isn't this exciting to have something from Princess there? And then this was the very last one of these, and this is already mine. I have this thing about blue and white stripes, and so I got this. And it just has the little pouch right there. It's really cozy. So this was actually on sale because it was the very last one that they had. And then I also got, let's see here. I got this polo shirt for Gordon. So he wasn't sure about the stripe on the collar. I told him he would look sharp, but here is the Island Princess right there. Isn't that exciting? Let me see if it says Island Princess. It doesn't say Island Princess, but we know that's her. And so that's the polo shirt. And then I also got, I know this is really funny, I got us matching t-shirts. So here's the front. This one is mine. These are in men's sizes, and so I got me a smaller one. But right here is the ship. Can you see that? Right there, embroidered right on there. And then on the back, look at this. Isn't this cool? So the Island Princess with a world map right there. And then I also got, I know, it's a little much. This, isn't this nice? These are on sale too, because it's just kind of like a longer length, but it has the Island Princess right there, and it even says Island Princess. It has a nice little pouch. And I also got one of these in navy blue. I thought these would be, I like the light, it's like t-shirt weight, so it's really nice to wear if it's like just slightly chilly, or if you're on a summer or early summer or late summer evening and it might get a little bit chilly. This is perfect for this. And like I said, I got a navy blue one too. These were really on sale as well because this is the end of the stock. But the gentleman was really nice and told me that they are going to get some more things in, he thinks, in the next couple of days. So I'm going to keep my eye out. And then look what else they have, you guys. Look at this. This is a notebook. And it's lined, and on every page you have a sea witch in there. And I am someone who thinks on paper, so I'm going to use it. And this is the other one that they have. And these were marked $17.95, which to me is way more than I would ever pay for a notebook. So I'm looking at him and I said to the guy, I don't know. And he's like, oh, they're less than half off right now. So I helped myself and got those. And then they had a couple of pens. And so I picked this one. Can you see the princess logo right there? So Gordon got this cup. It's the kind that keeps your drink cold. And he said he's gonna use it at work and put ice and water in there. And they had this, they also have the kind, you know, that's kind of like this, but it has, you know, like the smaller opening at the top, and you screw the thing on with a hook that you can hook it on your backpack or hook it on whatever you want to. But we didn't get that. We didn't get everything. They have playing cards, they have magnets, they had different t-shirts. I might get one of those. They have a cute t-shirt that is the same color as this, and so if I get one I'll show it to you. But they had lots of fun things. Maybe I'll video down in the gift shop too, especially I'll do it once they get in more things, because like I said, they have the nicest crew members down there, so kind and helpful. And anyway, so they had lots to choose from. And then they actually had like some cute dresses, not princess things, and some other things that were nice. They had a really nice selection. So anyway, I thought that things are really looking up. So I'll let you know if I decide to get anything else. And I was gonna say, you know, some of the things you get, you tend to wear maybe more on the ship, I don't know. But things like this, I wear those, you know, at home, and I guess with everything I would wear it at home. But I am just tickled pink that they finally have some princess things. When I was on the Discovery Princess at the end of October, there was nothing princess, and I know so many of you have reported that as well. So hopefully things are looking up. I don't know if they've made any changes with who runs it. I always wondered the why of everything. So let me know whenever you are on a ship now what you are seeing, what they've got in the gift shop for sale. Because a lot of times on some of the ships, especially bigger ships, they'll have different kinds of shops that would have different kinds of clothing. But this is just your basic shop here, and they don't have quite as many because it's a smaller ship. But I am so excited about that. I also want to tell you really quickly about our day here in Alesund, Norway. So we went on this excursion, and we've decided we're going to do a separate video about it because it's that amazing. It's called The Best of Romsdal and the Troll Path. So the Troll Path is, you leave Alesund, you go on a bus ride, and I loved it. You know, it was basically from 8:30 to 4:30. So it was an 8-hour excursion, which you kind of think, oh my, an 8-hour bus ride. But you know what? We stopped really often at lots of different viewpoints, at different waterfalls. We stopped at a place that we could, lunch was included. But anyway, you get going and you make a couple of stops on the way to take pictures and see the scenery and just enjoy being out in it. And then you start going up the Troll Path, which is a road that goes up the side of the huge mountain there in a fjord that goes, it just a series of switchbacks. It is so cool, and there's no edge on the road, and you just go all the way up clear to the top at the summit, and up there they have a place with a gift shop and a place you can get like ice cream, snacks, and then they also have different platforms that you can walk out to see the whole valley, the whole gorge, really, the whole I call it a gorge, valley of the fjord coming up. It is spectacular, so beautiful, definitely worth the trip. And then when you get to the summit, you start coming down. We made a couple of other stops to see more scenery points there. And then we stopped at a place where it was just like a country, kind of a country house restaurant. And they took us to our own pretty dining room there. We had a delicious lunch. For the starter, they gave us a salad that had some cantaloupe, like some kind of melon similar to cantaloupe, with some ham and some greens and tomato, and it was absolutely delicious. Then for the main course, they gave us salmon that was just perfectly cooked and absolutely wonderful, absolutely delicious, with potatoes and sliced cucumbers. It was just delicious. And then they gave us a piece of carrot cake with frosting, and then it had this chocolate drizzled on it. It was superb. It was absolutely wonderful. So, and then and that whole region there is known for strawberries. So our nice bus driver and tour guide got a couple of baskets of strawberries and gave everyone a couple to try. And it was really sweet because they said this area has the very best strawberries anywhere. And me, I'm thinking, well, we have really good strawberries where we live too. And they bring them, like there's some we can buy local, and then they also bring them from California, and I'm thinking they're pretty good. Oh my goodness, it was just, these were even better. They were absolutely delicious. So it was a really sweet thing for them to get us some of those. So we enjoyed that. And then they took us all the way down and brought us back to the port. A nice thing when you're going so far for a day, it was nice that we were on a princess excursion because we were between 15 and 20 minutes late getting back. So all aboard was at 4:30, and we got on the ship, and by the time we were through security, it was 5 to 5. And when we got on, they were counting down the number of people, and so when the lady before me went, he's like, okay, we've got 7 more missing, and we were right there in line and got right on. But it's just a good reminder that it's nice because you never know what's going to happen. And our bus was last, but we were also behind some slow cars on the road that were slower than the others. But we had just a phenomenal day. And I know that a lot of times we look around on YouTube, Gordon and I do, if we're looking at an excursion and we want to know what to think about it, or would this be good for us to use our time in Medallion on, and it's hard to find them. So we're going to put that out as a video so that you can watch that and decide if it's something you would be interested in or not. I want to say it was $249 each. I can verify that, but it was $200 and something each, so it's a lot. And so we kind of were hoping that it would be really good. And it was definitely worth it. This is the second time that we have been to this port before. So the first time we went on a fjord cruise, and we walked around the city a lot. The fjord cruise was done by noon, and then the ship didn't leave till 5. Gordon remembers all of this. And so we walked around a lot. But as we were driving through the town on the way back, I remembered everywhere that we had walked and everything we had seen. So it's also a very nice city to walk around or take the little train around to do things like that. So lots of options there in Alesund, Norway. And if you missed our sail away, you should go watch it because it is so beautiful, so beautiful. And tomorrow we are going to be in Lerwick, Shetland Islands. So we're very excited. I have never been there before, so we can't wait to see that. We've got an excursion booked that's a scenic drive. Even when we had booked this cruise maybe like 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks, I don't think it's been 8 weeks since we booked it. The excursions were already all sold out. So luckily they added some, and so we get to go in the afternoon. So that'll be 2:30 to 5:30, and then 5:30 is all aboard. So we'll be ready for our sail away, and we'll be excited to tell you all about it. Okay, sorry this is getting long. So I shared that on embarkation day our lunch was fantastic. Embarkation day dinner, not good. So we didn't go to the main dining room on the first formal night. We were doing other things anyway, things we needed to get done for work and things, so we just ate in the buffet. But one of our Let's Go family members who happens to be on this cruise was watching our live and said, my food was great. So we're like, you know what, we ordered the wrong thing. So we went to the main dining room last night, and they had this potted shrimp, they called it, for the appetizer. And I know Gordon's putting the pictures up, and so it was delicious though. It was really good. It was garlic butter with the shrimp in that, and then some greens around it, and some bread that had garlic on it as well. It was delicious. And then I usually don't get like a starter like that, and a soup, and a main course, and a dessert, but last night we did, because they had this crab and corn chowder. It was superb. It was seasoned perfectly. The flavors were excellent. Superb. Then I got the mama's lasagna, is what they call it, and Gordon got the salmon, and we were both really, really pleased. My lasagna was absolutely delicious, and I'm kind of a lasagna connoisseur. I love Italian food. I think that in a former life I was Italian and I brought some of that with me. Not really, I don't think that, but there is Italian in me. I don't know how it got here, but it's here. So anyway, love that lasagna. And Gordon said his salmon was delicious. And then for dessert, I got the Cherries Jubilee, which pretty much was just some cherries with some vanilla ice cream. It was okay. It wasn't really Cherries Jubilee, but it was good because I like cherries. And then Gordon got the Princess Love Boat, whatever you call it, the Love Boat dessert, which was like a chocolate heart shaped thing, like out of mousse, and he said it was really good. So I just wanted to bring you up to date on that. This evening we are planning to eat in the main dining room, so I'll let you know how that goes tomorrow. This morning we had just the room service where you fill out what you want and put it on the door, and it was really good. Gordon orders the breakfast sandwiches. I always get orange slices and a croissant, and it was delicious, and they brought it early, just perfect. No complaints. So thank you all for sticking with me. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you.